Imagine if nature had already evolved the perfect solution to our plastic pollution crisis, and it was hiding in the deepest, most remote places on Earth. Bacteria that can literally eat plastic and turn it into harmless compounds. Welcome back to Beneath the Depths. Today we're exploring one of the most hopeful discoveries in environmental science. Bacteria found in ocean trenches that have evolved the incredible ability to break down plastic pollution, potentially offering a biological solution to one of humanity's greatest environmental challenges. The discovery happened when scientists were studying the most remote and extreme environments on our planet. The deepest ocean trenches, places like the Mariana Trench that plunge over 36,000 feet below the surface. These are areas that should be pristine and untouched by human activity, yet researchers found something shocking. Plastic pollution had reached even these deepest places on Earth. But here's what makes this discovery truly extraordinary. Alongside the plastic waste, scientists found thriving communities of bacteria that had evolved to use this pollution as a food source. These remarkable microorganisms have developed enzymes that can break down complex plastic polymers that would normally persist in the environment for hundreds of years. The bacteria discovered in ocean trenches represent several different species, each specialized for breaking down specific types of plastic. Some target polyethylene terephthalate, commonly known as PET plastic used in bottles and food containers. Others can digest polyethylene, the plastic used in bags and packaging. Still others can break down more complex plastic compounds. What's truly mind-blowing is how quickly these bacteria have evolved this ability. Plastic has only existed in large quantities in our oceans for about 70 years. Yet these microorganisms have already developed sophisticated biochemical pathways to digest materials that never existed in nature before. It's evolution happening in real time in response to human-created environmental pressure. The process these bacteria use to eat plastic is incredibly sophisticated. They produce specialized enzymes called petases and chitinases that can break the chemical bonds holding plastic polymers together. Once the long plastic chains are broken down, the bacteria can absorb the smaller molecules and use them for energy and growth, essentially turning pollution into food. Scientists studying these plastic-eating bacteria have found that they're not just surviving on plastic, they're thriving. In some deep ocean locations, these microorganisms have become dominant species in their ecosystems, suggesting that plastic waste has actually created new ecological niches in the deep ocean. The implications of this discovery are enormous for environmental cleanup efforts. Researchers are now working to understand exactly how these bacteria break down plastic, hoping to harness their abilities for large-scale pollution remediation. The goal is to either cultivate these bacteria for use in cleanup operations or to engineer the enzymes they produce for industrial applications. One of the most exciting aspects of this research is that these bacteria work in conditions that are extremely difficult for conventional cleanup methods. Ocean trenches are under enormous pressure, completely dark and incredibly cold, conditions where human technology struggles to operate, but these bacteria thrive naturally. The bacteria found in ocean trenches aren't the only plastic-eating microorganisms scientists have discovered. Similar bacteria have been found in landfills, recycling facilities, and even in the guts of certain insects. But the deep ocean bacteria are particularly interesting because they've evolved in such extreme conditions and can work on plastics that have been in the environment for decades. Recent studies have shown that these bacteria can break down plastic much faster than natural degradation processes. While a plastic bottle might normally take 400 to 500 years to decompose naturally, these bacteria can break it down in months or even weeks under the right conditions. The research into plastic-eating bacteria is also revealing new insights into how life adapts to human-caused environmental changes. These microorganisms represent rapid evolution in action, showing how life can find ways to exploit even artificial materials that never existed in nature. Scientists are now working on ways to enhance and accelerate the plastic-eating abilities of these bacteria through genetic engineering and selective breeding. The goal is to create super-efficient plastic degradation systems that could be deployed in polluted ocean areas or waste treatment facilities. The discovery of plastic-eating bacteria in ocean trenches also highlights both the extent of plastic pollution and nature's incredible resilience. Even in the most remote places on Earth, human activity has left its mark. But life has already begun adapting to these changes in remarkable ways. One of the challenges researchers face is understanding the complete ecological impact of these bacteria. While they're solving one environmental problem by eating plastic, scientists need to ensure that their waste products and their effects on existing ecosystems are beneficial rather than harmful. The bacteria's ability to thrive in extreme deep ocean conditions is also providing insights for biotechnology applications beyond environmental cleanup. The enzymes these bacteria produce are stable under extreme pressure and temperature conditions, making them valuable for industrial processes. Current research is focusing on scaling up the plastic-eating abilities of these bacteria for practical applications. Scientists are working on bioreactors that could house large populations of these microorganisms for processing plastic waste, potentially creating a new form of biological recycling. These incredible bacteria that eat plastic in ocean trenches represent one of nature's most hopeful responses to human environmental impact. They remind us that life is incredibly adaptable and that sometimes the solutions to our biggest problems might already exist in the most unexpected places on our planet. The fact that evolution has produced these plastic-eating bacteria in just a few decades gives us hope that nature and human technology working together might be able to address even our most challenging environmental problems. What other amazing adaptations do you think life might evolve in response to human environmental changes? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more incredible discoveries about how life adapts and thrives in our changing oceans.